Hi everybody, I'm Kim Conaway, the founder of Stella's Landing, a landing place for children to be loved and accepted. We provide respite care for neurodivergent children, and I have had so many people ask me, Kim, what does that even mean? And I laugh because I work in healthcare, so a lot of these terms I take for granted that other people know what they mean. Well, we're going to dissect these terms in this video. Neurodivergent, a neurodivergent child. You might consider a child that is on the autism spectrum, a child with Down syndrome, a child with ADHD is a neurodivergent diagnosis, dyslexia, dyscalculia, any brain difference that would be considered by many people that's different than what's considered typical would be under that neurodivergent umbrella. So that is what that means. Respite care means a break. Parents who parent these types of children that have some of these different diagnoses, it is very, very hard on the day-to-day. If you've ever seen a child have a complete meltdown at the Galleria or at the Walmart or wherever, or at the Publix, wherever, or at the park, wherever you are, that is hard, and living that day-to-day is very hard. And some neurodivergent children, they only have a handful of days that they're really, really struggling, but other ones have multiple days that they're struggling. And respite care is where someone else takes care of the child so that the primary caregivers can have a break for a little while to do whatever, to go have coffee with friends, or take a nap, go to the doctor. It's very difficult to go to the doctor with a child that has autism, for instance, or even a child that has ADHD. That's difficult. They're disassembling the entire room while you're trying to see the doctor. How do I know this? Because I'm the mother of some neurodivergent children. I know how hard those days can be sometimes. I know how hard going to those types of things, haircuts, doctor's appointments, those are very, very hard sometimes with these kids. Respite care, someone else takes care of the child while the parent has a break. Now, for Stella's Landing, our vision for Stella's Landing is the parent can take an extended break. The parent can go on a weekend trip or on a 3 or 4 day cruise or something like that, where they really get to take a vacation while we care for their child or children. And the vision for Stella's Landing is that it is literally epic, like summer camp, 365 days of the year. That is the vision for Stella's Landing. Respite care is what I just said. Neurodivergent is the brain difference that's just a little different sometimes than what's considered typical. So care of neurodivergent children is the person that takes care of that child on a regular basis. The mom, the dad, the grandparents, whoever that may be. And that's what we do. And another part of Stella's Landing is that we do not require an exorbitant payment from the caregiver. In fact, we don't require a payment at all. We ask that they give what and if they can, and even if they can't give, then they still deserve respite. Respite has so many benefits. Respite, it stabilizes the family. When the family starts getting into a little bit of a crisis, respite care can often stabilize that family. It helps with entire family wellness. It is a very good thing. If you have a typical child, usually hiring a babysitter, pretty easy. Getting a family member to watch your child, pretty easy. But when you bring in some of these neurodivergent diagnoses and the child has complicated behaviors, it is much harder to get a family member. It's much harder to get a friend to watch your child for you while you go to the doctor or go wherever. Oftentimes it's not because they don't love your child. Sometimes it's because they don't understand your child and your child's behaviors. But unpredictable behaviors in a neurodivergent child make seeking a break from that child very difficult sometimes. But Stella's Landing wants to fill that gap. Stella's Landing wants to offer that respite. Stella's Landing wants to offer that respite whether or not the caregiver can pay. we believe that all caregivers of neurodivergent children deserve a break. We believe that, we've lived that life, and we know that it is beneficial.